Word.
Y'all just gonna sit here quiet.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's
That's
raining.
how it can be, right?
It shouldn't be too crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? All I ask is y'all be honest. Yes. Be open and honest as you want to be.
Define honest. I'm just playing.
Serious, that's serious.
I know what it is.
Right.
Okay. I'm Rod, and I'm in Texas. How y'all doing?
You in Texas?
Yes.
Oh, it's dog shit. There's only steers. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Hey, listen, I'm in Texas too, so
Z, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
hey,
Wow.
I'm Z from St. Louis, but I'm in Texas, as we all heard. Yeah.
She don't sound too enthusiastic about it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm
Ain't
Derek.
nothing great about this state.
Oh well, I'll go ahead and do mine. I'm Derek, born in Chicago, raised in Mississippi, currently stationed in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hey, I'm gonna be there in 2 weeks.
Oh, word.
Right, what
What's
part
up,
of
man?
Texas you in?
I'm in Wichita Falls. You don't
Oh
want to go.
no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you don't
No.
want to go.
And
Mm-mm.
y'all could be in Del Rio.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's
hell no.
woo,
Yeah.
that is
No.
perspective for you.
Del Rio.
It's nothing, Hood. It's
I was
nothing,
about to say,
Hood.
is there anything in Del Rio?
They got some, I don't know, a deer,
Tequila.
some tequila.
A deer, not multiple. It's like one population.
They got one
Singular.
deer.
That deer get ran over. It's a crisis.
Yes.
Be one deer. Does that one deer have a name? It better not be Bambi.
I was about to say Bambi.
Wow.
Wow.
No, his name Devontae.
His name is Jeff.
Hold up.
I'm Jeff.
I got somebody else. All
Hey
right.
y'all.
We got Mina
Black girl magic.
here chewing. All right. So
It look
introduce
good.
yourself, man.
Whatever she
Where you at?
Right, it do look good.
Yeah, introduce yourself and tell me where you at, located right now.
I'm Mina. I'm in Houston currently.
Is this like a Texas forum? I'm leaving.
I feel like it is.
Why?
She in the good part.
Oh, where everybody else at?
I'm in San
Texas.
Antonio.
Oh,
Vegas. Oof. Glad I'm not in San Antonio no more.
Right?
All right, so I'm just working on one thing. Y'all keep talking amongst yourself.
He's got to get his questions together. It's like Family Feud. We got to like chime in.
Open forum. So
We
Name
asked
something that looks better in black.
we in here.
Name one thing black people bring to a barbecue.
Chips.
Double
All
D.
right, man.
You didn't say chips. I was gonna
I
say
got it.
potato
I got
salad.
it. All right, y'all. So this is the open forum. This is basically where we're gonna have people tune in, ask a question. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen, and y'all discuss it amongst yourselves, and you know what I'm saying, I'll mediate and everything. But I'm gonna start it off. So the first question I'm gonna ask is, y'all ready? All right. Do y'all think marriage is dead?
Ooh,
Who want to take it?
I'll let ladies go first on this one.
I ain't touching it.
I didn't hear it. What was it?
Do you think marriage is dead?
I don't think it is,
I don't
personally.
think so either.
It is for me.
I think it got off track for a little bit, but I think it's still very prevalent. As much as they try to make it seem like it is not there in the black community, marriage is still very much a thing. So I think it still is a goal.
Marriage is what you make of it.
That too.
It's what you make of it. Do I feel like marriage is dead? No. It's just that people don't feel as obligated anymore to get married. Like you can like, and I think we touched on this last time. you could be with somebody for years and never feel the need to get married to them, but some people require that institution. You know what I'm saying? Feel like they have to give themselves in the eyes of the Lord, but at the same time, it's kind of like one of those things. It's like it's so quick, it's so easy to get married, but it's so damn hard to get a divorce. So people don't even want to venture down that path. Not saying that your intent is to get divorced, but we all know shit happens.
See, I might have to disagree with you a little bit on that one, Derek. My thing is, I think that because people know that divorce is an option, that's why they really just go in and throw it together and then be like, well, if this don't work, I can just get divorced. Like, if it costs you a lot more money and you might spend a little more time, but divorce is more prevalent now than it ever was. And also, I think us being in the military, as long as we have all these tech school marriages, or I don't want to be separated from this person, has also changed my view on marriage, because a lot of people just be like, oh, I want to get out the dorms. Oh, I want to collect this BAH while I go on this remote tour real quick.
Tech school marriage.
What? Tech school marriage. I mean, so that's a thing. So I think if access to lawyers and divorces wasn't as easy, people actually go into marriage saying, oh, I want to do this, I want to make it work.
All right, so my nephew just put an interesting little comment real quick. So, what do y'all think about this one? Marriage ain't dead, but monogamy is. What do you think?
Ooh.
I agree.
Yo, nephew, appreciate you.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
Hey, you look mad tuned in. What you got to
Hey,
say?
hey, hey,
You
so
know, I got to read that
Rod,
comment real quick.
Yeah.
Rod, why do you
Yeah.
agree? Why do you agree with that?
Why do y'all agree?
Because
Is
I
it
mean-
because y'all cheating or
I
I'm
mean,
not
yeah.
saying that I agree or disagree with it, but I think it's
like yeah.
Right. All I heard was like, yeah, like
I feel like
Man,
a
you
lot.
gotta
I feel
think
like
wrong.
Yeah, I was totally
Let's
like,
go one at a time. Right, what you got to say? Right.
I mean, I agree because of what I see. You know, I agree because what I've witnessed. I mean, people stay together after they cheat. I see it all the time. So I can't say marriage is dead, but I could count on one hand the amount of couples that I know that have been married that have not cheated on one another, that have not been with someone else.
Damn, I gotta look at your friend list.
No, man, no, don't do that.
I'll bullshit. I mean,
Mina, I'd say.
No, I said I agree because a lot of times it's usually more the woman that wants to get married. And I feel like men get married to satisfy their woman, but they not doing what, they not upholding the values of marriage. It's like, oh, let me put a ring on her finger, but I'm still finna do XYZ.
Gotcha.
I can see that. It kind of goes with that other saying. What is it? Women sleep with who they want, men sleep with who they can, but men marry who they want, and women marry who they can. Y'all ain't never heard that, but
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah.
I've heard it.
it's factual though.
I think a pimp named Slipback said that. One of them.
Yeah, I mean, majority of the time, what you see in certain situations is the male is pressured into the marriage because woman wants that stability, want that. Hey, look, you need to put a ring on this, or I'm moving the fuck on, and rightfully so. But to say that marriage isn't dead, monogamy is, I disagree with that. And I say that to the people are going to be faithful if they choose to be faithful, right?
Right.
To label everybody in that category amongst everybody in the world would be foul. You know what I mean? You can't put that label on everybody else. What works for you in your relationship. Now, if y'all choose to be unfaithful, maybe y'all need to seek out polygamy. You know what I mean? Don't put that title of we're monogamous and you're not. You know what I mean? Coming on Rod's statement is like you say you've seen it, but it's like, is that their type of relationship they have? Do they have an open relationship? We don't know unless we asking those questions. So, each zone.
So I'm gonna throw a question. Go ahead, Z.
I think when it comes to monogamy, I think the problem is everybody want to be in somebody else's marriage. What works for them in their marriage is not a concern for anyone else, and I think that's the part that a lot of people fail to realize. Like, marriage is a business. Marriage is between two people, that man and that woman, or that man and that man, that woman and that woman. And just because we don't agree with something doesn't mean that it's not a successful marriage or that monogamy is dead. Like, i.e., how everybody is in Will Smith and Jada Pinkett marriage.
Entanglement.
They've been together. Entanglement, marriage, whatever the case may be. Like, I know I recently saw something where he was in an interview saying it has never been any affairs in his
Yeah, he's a
marriage.
motherfucking lie.
But I'm just saying, what works for them in their marriage ain't nobody concerned. Like, they have an agreement amongst themselves. So if everybody want to label something. If somebody go into it and they get married and be like, you know what, I still want us to do whatever we want to do, and as long as we honest with each other, who are we to judge that?
So I was joking about him being a motherfucking lie.
Yeah.
I actually read his book.
Mm-hmm.
That's a damn good book, by the way. Like,
It's an outstanding book.
It's an outstanding book.
I'm gonna throw this question.
I also recommend people listen to the Audible because he adds more stuff in the Audible. Right?
Yeah, I listened to it.
So it was dope. But he outlines that in his passage that they literally separated, like they were doing their own thing. You find yourself, make yourself happy because I'm not fucking doing it anymore. And I think that's a healthy thing to say. But again, it goes back to that, you know what I'm saying? What you eat doesn't make me shit. So why you worried about it? You know what I mean? If they're in an open relationship, so be it.
All right, so I'm about to throw this question up. Y'all give me y'all opinion on it. Let y'all see it come up.
That's little.
Do you think that your relationship's bad? Had, yeah, I know what he meant. Had the same level of loyalty that you saw with your couples of your grandparents' age?
Yeah, because they weren't loyal then and they're not loyal now.
That was just a
The only difference is that our grandmothers didn't have the means to leave. That's the only reason why it looks like they're in a happy marriage. They're not.
Shit.
Well, hey, so y'all do know like them grandmothers were stepping out too.
Yeah, like it ain't just the dudes.
Yeah, y'all
hold on. I wasn't saying that the grandmothers weren't, because I know a couple. I'm just
saying Hallie Mae was getting her shit stroked in too. She was getting her walls beat down by Uncle Ruckus down the road and
Mister. Now they name be Mister and Bubba.
I'm just saying.
Lord. All right, so let me ask you, here go another question popping up real quick. Do you think having an age requirement on marriage would lower the divorce rates?
Ooh.
No. I know some people who got married when they were 17 and 18 that are still together, and people that are older that got divorced after a year. It really doesn't matter.
Like he's judging me.
Oh, well, my bad.
I'm just playing. We wasn't even married a full year.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I got a question for you on that. Did you know after you got married to have doubts before you got married?
Oh, hell yeah. So okay. For people who don't know,
a lot of times they do. That's why.
Yeah. So I got married back in 2009 and was divorced by 2010. A lot of people don't know about it, and the ones that do know a lot of the details that went along with it. So our marriage we were supposed to get married in spring of 2010. That's when it was planned, and some shit popped off, and we pushed it up. It's one of those, like, I guess, internal protector or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I saw something and I was like, I got to fix this situation. So instead of getting married in spring, we pushed it up. We got into an argument the night of our honeymoon. And it was then I was like, damn, I'm going to fuck this up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I know like your first year is supposed to be the roughest year. So you got to work through some of those things. But I was 24, 25, still haven't got to that mature age of making conscious, smart decisions. And obviously she was younger than me. She was 23. And I noticed that we had already started going on our own different paths, right? But we were together for so long, it was like, hey, this is gonna happen anyway, right? But soon as like the whole we married, everything changed. Certain things wasn't lining up. People wasn't honest about certain stuff that was going on, and it was just like boom. The one thing I'll tell you right now, and I tell everybody, the key to a healthy relationship is thorough communication. Right? You want to discuss everything, finances. You know what I'm saying? How things get done around the house, X, Y, Z. Right? But there was a certain argument that I felt that set us on the path of us getting divorced. And once that argument happened, it was done deal. So um, I don't think the age there's not an age bracket or an age limitation on marriage. It is what it is. People are gonna either be in love or they're gonna fall out of love. Shit happens.
All right, so I got a question to all of y'all. Do y'all like how hard is it to set boundaries going into relationships?
Easy.
What was the question again?
How hard is it to set boundaries going into relationships?
It's very easy to set a boundary. Most people don't stick to them though.
Why is that, you think?
I'm not the person to answer this question.
I can't say.
Oh no.
I can't say if you don't set them in the beginning, you accepting anything. Like I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure if you're not establishing your boundaries, your do's and don'ts, you're managing your expectations, be communicating with that person, saying, "Hey, this is my non-negotiable. This is if you do this, this is going to happen." Because you letting them know already, hey, this is where I can love you, but I'll love you from afar if you do this. So as far as a lot of times people don't want to be alone, or they're going through a big change and transition and they get comfortable, or it's just simple, it's easy. You always got somebody to fall back on, whether it's to text, FaceTime, whatever. Like everybody needs companionship, even if it's not healthy.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I got another question. What are some hard no's for you in your relationship? You're just like, nope.
Cheating.
Okay, all right. Right.
Kids.
Oh, that was mean.
Rod said I felt attacked.
Yeah, that was mean.
Oh, right. That stabbed me right here.
I'm sorry.
Mine, I would say, is just being rude as a person. Like when we go and you're rude to the waiter and waitresses and shit like that. I hate that. I'm a Southern boy, so Southern hospitality goes a long way with me. So don't be rude.
All right, Mina.
I don't know. A hard no is cheating and abuse for me.
Okay. Gotcha.
Whether it's emotional abuse or physical abuse, like I'm not gonna deal with either one of those. So
Man, y'all giving out some big serious ones. I mean, yeah, I don't want to get beat up either, so that's a no.
For me, it's lying. I don't care if it's a white lie. Like I don't like people who play so much that they think they playing, but they really lying, and then they be like, "Oh, I'm just playing." No, you a liar. You are a liar to your core. Don't talk to me because I'm going to take you at whatever you say, and then you come back because I'm a very trusting person. So when you tell me that first time, like, "Oh, this is this," or "This is this," and then you come back and like, "Oh, you know I was playing." How am I supposed to differentiate that from you joking versus if you don't say that? So now I take you as a liar.
Liar, pants on fire.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say the honesty piece, but I'm gonna say transparency and loyalty.
Mm.
If you can't be transparent about your intentions, who you are, and like everything about you, like your feelings, your emotions, if you feel like you have to mask that around me, then I can't trust you, right? And then the other piece is loyalty, like just loyalty in general, like in every aspect. So like I need to know that no matter what, we riding together. You know what I mean? We make decisions together. We make the choices that's gonna grow our relationship together. And if I feel like you doing stuff um, that's only benefiting you and not benefiting us, I gotta cut you loose.
Yeah. All right,
So
so if
I
you
have a
watching
question
this,
for you.
my fault, real. Let me get this out. If if you're watching this, if you got a question that you want to ask the panel, just throw it in the chat and I'll show it to them or read it off to them. So, IZ, go ahead.
So my question for you, Derek, you just said transparency with their feelings. Like, what if they have their own internal issues with their feelings and they can't discuss it with you at that moment? Like, how do you work past that? Because it is a lot of people who are so used to hiding or putting their own self last that they don't even know how to express their emotion.
I do that all the time. So I'm glad you asked that. So I've got so comfortable with being by myself and how I internalize and express myself doesn't always come out to everybody, right? But that's a conversation that you have to have in the beginning. Like, listen, there's some things about me that I feel like I have to work through for myself. When I feel the time is right, I will talk to you about it. I will express that, and not. I would hope that the person that I'm with does the same thing too. But I know that everybody's gonna have like their own personal demons that they just can't really express at that time. But as long as you communicate it and you're aware, and it's like one of those things like, all right, I know she needs her time for this one. I'm gonna continue to try to help her through it as much as I can, but at the same time, I know that that's how she needs to process that.
All right, so I got Drake got a question. He asked, do y'all think that you're nicer to people at work than you're at home with your significant other?
Fuck.
Damn.
I don't even like people at work.
Like,
if you
okay,
have people at work than your spouse.
Remember we said, I told you, it's like we some of the best actors in the world, realistically. Because it's like we two different people. Like when I'm at home, I'm at home, bro. Like I'm actually probably a little bit nicer to people when I'm at home than I am at work. Because I know at work it's like I don't go home to you. You don't feed me. You don't pay my bills. You don't do nothing for me. So you gonna get this work.
I don't sleep around you.
But I'm still gonna take care of my people though. Like that's not gonna change. But am I gonna like lose sleep over them? Fuck no. Nope. Hell no.
All right, so here's a question. We're gonna throw it off and make y'all say some wild shit real quick. So, how many times does your partner have to tell you no sexually before you consider cheating?
Once.
Damn.
Just playing.
One?
I mean,
I don't like the word no, so I'm just joking.
I don't like the word no either, but I don't think there's any amount of time. I would just leave you. If it became something consistent, I gotta go. Bye. We gotta get
Okay. You wouldn't try to peel back the layers and figure out what's going on?
Yeah, but if you keep telling me no, I'm out. That's why I'm divorced now.
But you
that's neither here nor there.
Well, okay. Well then.
Right. Well.
Right.
She said one.
It on purpose. I know you did.
No, I didn't. I swear to God, I did.
Rod, you came in late on this. How many times does your significant other guy tell you no in regards to sex before you cheat? Or if you plan on cheat, because you know black men don't cheat.
I was just about to say, first, I ain't gonna cheat. I'm just gonna, politely exit. I'm gonna politely exit.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her know, like, hey man, clearly there's something else going on. These are my needs. My needs aren't being met.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Like I have to say the same thing too. Like I think the older we get, the more we realize what we will tolerate. Right.
Yep.
I'm not gonna tolerate XYZ. So I couldn't say I put a cap on it, but I'm gonna dig down, and if I feel like that's a consistent thing and that's gonna be the norm, I'm like, hey, this ain't gonna work for us. Yep. Peace out.
All right, Z, go ahead.
So to answer your question, Hood, my love language is physical touch, so that's not gonna work for me. Like I like when you walk past me, you better slap me on the butt.
Okay.
Kiss me on my neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, let me tune it up real quick. I don't even like it when I'm sharing a bed with him and he turns his back. We got a problem. Like,
what if that's not his sleeping side though?
Figure it out. We need to rearrange, flip the bed, turn head to
toe. So you mean tell me if I sleep to the left, right? And you sleep
then I need to be on the right.
Wow.
then I could be on
She
in
got
front of you.
solutions. She said, "No, you gonna feel this booty."
But it be hot.
So, I
Yeah.
think, but for me, like for me, I enjoy physical touch. So, and a person entering a relationship with me knows that because I sit next to you, I rub your head, I hold your hand, I caress your leg. I'm a very physically affectionate type person. Even if I just brush past you something, it could be shoulder to shoulder, my leg could be touching you. That's my love language. So for me, it's not, I'm gonna ask the questions and I'm gonna express what's going on and we can have a real conversation. But if that's something you can't overcome, then we gotta come back. We gotta visit again. What's up, Derek?
I got a question. Hey, do you? So my love language is physical touch too. It's quality time, physical touch. Those are my top two, right? Here's the crazy part about physical touch. Yes, I like the touch. As a male, I can say that honestly. Yeah, I think cuddle is cool. Like I'll do that shit. You know, watch a movie.
Wait. Let me ask you a question though. Big spoon or little spoon?
I'm big spoon, nigga. Come on.
Hey.
But here's the thing though. There are certain times though, like I do not like I'm gonna tell you right now, like you can rub my head, that's a go-to. That's like you can have whatever fuck you want if you do that. But the knee thing, like for some strange reason, I do not like when my knee is rubbed. So I'm like, hey, stop that shit.
Your knees sensitive.
Yeah, it's not even a sensitive thing. It's just like it does not feel good. It does not resonate.
Some people are like that.
So if I'm like, nah, hey, stop that. Do you take offense to that? Because I know, I one of my exes, she got mad. She was like, "What do you mean? Don't touch me? Don't touch your knee? What are you talking about?" I was like, "I don't like that shit."
You gotta explain it. Yeah, I would need to be explained, but most of the time, and I mean, like, I was like in the car, that's not comfortable, so I can't really reach across and touch your leg. But like if we're on the couch, I'm gonna have my leg over you, or I'm gonna be touching you some kind of way. I'm not gonna do something that's uncomfortable because I understand it's some things like rubbing my back a certain way. I'd be like, please don't do that. I don't like that. So
exactly.
You just have to communicate it.
Mina, I ain't gonna let you be quiet. Go ahead.
What was the question again? I forgot.
The girl drunk.
She over there enjoying her snacks.
I was enjoying my popcorn and I was listening, but I forgot.
I low-key forgot
if they want to
forgot about the question myself. But look,
the question was,
go ahead.
How many times does your partner get to say no before you cheat? Before you consider cheating?
Oh, I'm not a cheater, so it would just be something that we have to talk about and figure out why this is this way. But if it's going to continue to be this way, then I'm going to leave.
Can I say something real quick? That comment where they talk about Z's the reason why we don't get the blanket. First of all, y'all can have the blanket because I'm still in your body heat. So you can have the blanket.
You might overheat on that one. Yo, this one he's like backtracking to the topic of monogamy and polygamy. With polygamy becoming more prevalent these days, do you see there being challenges for people in the military in relation to the UCMJ and adultery?
They already doing that. What you talking about?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they get rid of the whole like adultery thing? You get in trouble?
No, it only says if you're legally separated.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but that's not polygamy though. But they already doing that in the military, and y'all know it.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's called Korea. But next question. So, how do y'all feel about the submissive conversation? The whole submissive conversation. How do y'all feel about it? Be honest, ladies.
It don't bother me.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
Look at right.
Yeah. Because I think at some point everybody's submissive in one way or another. I think again that goes back to people wanting to label it. It's nothing wrong if, like my boyfriends, they can't go in the kitchen for real. Like sit down.
No,
I got your plate.
No, Cameron, no, trust me.
Wait, what?
Ain't nobody going to jail. They overlook
you
that.
You can't go in the kitchen.
If I'm cooking, I'll be like, babe, I got you. What you need? If I'm in here and you sitting down watching TV, babe, what you need? I got you. Okay. But that's me.
No.
Hey, girl, can I come live at your house?
Right? I'm like,
I'm a good host. I'm a very hostess type person.
Can I get a sandwich? She was like, no, I'm going to fix your plate. Don't worry about that. Just enjoy your TV show.
Right. If I'm cooking or something like that, that's little stuff. But I have things that I'm non-negotiable about. Like, I'm never touching a gas pump. I'm never taking the trash out. Manly stuff. Like, I'm traditional in certain aspects, so it's a balance to it. It's
So
a
you
very
saying
give
all I
take.
gotta do is take out the and pump the gas? Shit.
It's other stuff along with it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if he really been a provider, ain't no point in me. Okay, let's go ahead and make this work. But that's me.
I just feel like the word submissive now has a negative connotation because how dudes on the internet try to use it to control women. Like, you need to do this for me, but really they don't got shit going on, so why would I submit to you? And now it just has this negative connotation, and people don't like the word.
Absolutely.
Like, kind of like, even the word, to me, I have no problem being submissive, but you can't tell me to be submissive.
That part.
Naturally do that when you're taking care of what you're supposed to be taking care of. But even the word still makes me cringe. Like, I don't like it. But
It makes me cringe as well. Because when you hear the word submit, it's just like, who the fuck is you?
For what?
But if I put you in the figure four, you have to tap out. So.
And so
you
beat me to it. I wasn't gonna say the figure four. I was just like, if I push you up against the wall, but hey,
like tap out.
We ain't wrestling. Damn it. We ain't wrestling. Y'all
That's
know
what they're calling it
we
these days,
wrestling.
That's because it's kid friendly.
No, it just makes kids.
It has nothing to do with money. Let's just be real. It has nothing to do with money. Because I'm a single mother over here, and I've submitted to men that ain't contributing to my household. Either a person going to be submissive because that's who they are, or they aren't.
I feel like with me, it will come naturally when a man is doing what he's supposed to do. But there's no way I'm going to be doing 100% of the things, or even 80% of the things, and you want somebody to listen to you. No.
Absolutely. That is so factual.
All right, so I got a question. This is just randomly popping my head since we're talking about submissive and stuff like that.
Okay, Kevin Samuels.
First of all, you're sick. Like what you say? But anyway, all right, so check this out. So we're talking about submissive and whatever. What if in your relationship you're submissive, but you're dominant sexually? How does that mesh? And your partner's more submissive sexually.
That's a great time.
Okay.
That's a great time.
So you being the dominant one more than the man in that case?
Always.
Don't work for me.
Okay, define dominant, lady. I want to hear this dominant side of y'all in the bedroom.
Yeah, me too.
Because they don't be doing that no way.
Oh damn! Oh damn!
Sitting here setting myself up for disappointment.
I feel bad. I feel like anybody that's watching this is like, well, damn.
God damn.
Right.
I don't even know where to go with that one. I'm not asking that 50-50
question. That's the fuck you have. That don't do.
Ask it. Actually,
good on that one.
I hate more than words. That's 50-50.
We ain't trying to throw no more salt on the wound.
I hate that question.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to respond after this today, girl. Like, dang, like.
What's up?
The time that stuff is cool, but don't tie me up for real.
Don't tie me up.
Hey,
I make like a loose knot.
I don't even use rope. I can use handcuffs.
Oh, so we try to pretend like I'm David Blaine? Fuck it, let's do it. Chris Angel over here and shit.
Somebody got some hidden handcuff keys somewhere by their bed.
Actually, I can't say how I know, but I know how to get out of handcuffs. So,
criminal. All right. So,
that's a deployment training.
He said,
deployment training.
Give me a bobby pin.
Oh my god,
man. All right. So anybody else got a question to the panel, or anybody in the panel got a question they want to ask?
I want to know what the men think is dominant and submissive, since they asked us.
Talking about sexually?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. I gotta be in control in the bedroom. That's just my thing.
I can't say I gotta be in control all the time, but it depends on I guess it just depends. You can't tie me up.
Nigga stallion knees?
Why not, Rod?
Y'all. Look.
What do you think is gonna happen?
Ain't no tying up going on. Like I just don't, man. I gotta be able to move and wiggle a little bit or something.
You gotta have a safe word.
You can wiggle around in them ropes.
Bananas.
Right, you have a safe word.
I know. I'm gonna say ribs is my safe word.
No, your safe word has to be something like odd and weird, like eucalyptus. You know?
No, I got a eucalyptus plant in my shower. No. I'd be like, oh, you want to take a shower? Bet. Let's go.
It's like, nah, I'm good. Like I said, I feel like for me, like the majority, like it's okay to like give, like rotate, but I feel like for the most part, I have to be dominant in the bedroom. That's just me. I don't know, like that's my preference on that one. But you know what I'm saying? If she got Megan Stallion knees, by all means, jump on top, ride it. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do.
All right. With that being said, on a scale from 1 to 10, how important is sex in a marriage?
8.5.
20?
40. It's very important. It's not the most important thing, but it's very important. We got to be doing it.
Yeah, 8 for me. I said 8.
I'm 8.
You were 8. Live, you got 8.9.
I said 8, man.
Z.
I said physical intimacy. Listen.
I'm gonna go about it.
Physical intimacy.
Hey, them straps under the mattress. Them straps under the mattress.
The straps under the mattress.
We're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
I got a question for the women. Men, just bear with me. How do you feel about your man having sex toys?
In what way? Like,
right.
He got a butt plug. Like, what are
right?
No, we're not going with the butt plug. We're just talking about like. Right, so recently on the internet, it was this dude who had this machine. It had like thumbs on it, and he just propped the phone up in the machine, and it had the little the flashlight thing. It was like a machine to go up and down, you know, so he could watch porn. Yeah, while do what it do. How would you feel if your man had those?
You know what? I wouldn't really care about a pocket pussy, but if he had one of them booties, y'all know what I'm talking about. Absolutely not.
Hey, question though. What if he got the replica of yours?
Like in a pocket pussy, like in a fleshlight?
No, like you can get your shit made. Like men can get molds of their penises, women can get molds of their vagina and ass.
I don't know how
I would like it.
I mean, yeah, like
I would like it.
It's
baby, I know you gone for the weekend, but you know I'm still getting in with you. What the fuck?
Nigga, don't tell me what you're doing.
No.
I don't even know that you're doing it.
I got one there. Since you brought that up,
she said don't do the creepy shit.
Do y'all care if y'all man watches porn?
No, because I'm watching it on Twitter every day.
Damn.
Twitter.
No, it really is on Twitter.
It really is on a different kind of porn. Twitter porn, a different kind of porn.
Twitter is like that free porn, but you get
Twitter is different. You'll be watching it. You'll be looking at a picture of a cute little baby, and next thing you know,
this is my thing.
First
I don't care if you watch porn.
Babies and porn.
Sorry.
I don't care if you watch porn, but if you paying for it, that's the whole thing.
I know. No, I asked that question because I know some women they get deeply offended by it. Like
some people consider it cheating. And
like I'm just like how do you consider? How do you consider it cheating?
All right, Z, go ahead.
So with the thing with the porn, I get not necessarily that I get offended, but if I'm in the house and you feel the urge that you need to handle your business yourself, I got a problem with that.
Oh, come on, girl.
I do, because I'm feeling like I might want to do it just as much as you do, just to say, hey, babe, let's, and then if I turn you down, go ahead. But I feel like that's my job. I'm the person that's supposed to be pleasing. Yeah, and I get it that y'all self-pleasure and everything, but I truly get offended. Like, I don't want to hear about you handling your business when I'm in the same area. Like, that's mine. Why are you touching it? That's mine. That's my personal property.
Possession is not against the law.
I'm too tired to, and so I feel like
if I turn you down, that's one thing, but
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've definitely got my little rocks off while my significant other was in the house.
All the time. All the time.
Exactly,
Hey,
they do it all the
hey.
time, and I don't
But
like
I
it.
do it all the
I
time.
don't like that.
Hit her with that juvenile. You know the song.
Lord. All right, so let me ask you a
No.
question. Say y'all was taking having like a certain level of intimacy, whatever. Like, I want to try some. Let's spice it up. Let's do something different. Let's start an OnlyFans. And y'all wear like ski mask or Power Rangers mask or something because y'all trying to hide y'all identity. Would y'all
I
be
got
down for that?
tattoos.
Yeah.
No.
No comment.
I got tattoos. No.
Oh, okay.
I got makeup for that sis. You can cover that right on up.
You know what?
identity.
With all the sweating and shit that's
There's
gonna
a
be going
blur.
It's
on.
There's a blur
waterproof.
feature.
I've used it. Not for that. Not for that.
Wait, to go back to that comment, today
Not
just
for
wow.
that.
Today is just wow.
But I'm not opposed.
To having OnlyFans?
Mm-mm.
Right?
We got to talk about
Why not
this.
get
Let's
paid
talk
for some
about
shit
this.
I'm already doing anyway?
I'm gonna just tell you right now. Everybody that I met here in Vegas has OnlyFans. So
Wow.
Damn. Okay.
That's
That expensive?
Who was Felix?
what?
Latex. Right. We read the same thing today.
First of all, if your girl walked in with a Pink Ranger mask, you gonna be like, "What the fuck?" at first, but then you gonna be like,
No, it's like it's
You're gonna
morphin'
be
time.
turned
Let's get this
on.
happening.
You gonna be
prefer,
turned
like,
on.
the
If she get on top and
screen.
handle her business with that mask on, and be like, "Sit your ass back, Mighty
Nah.
Morphin Power Ranger ass."
"No, I'm gonna be
Lord
mad." I'm like, "Yo,
Iron.
did you give me the Green Ranger mask?" And if I ain't got a Green Ranger mask, I'm not going for it. But
The White
It's
Ranger.
the White Ranger for me.
Exactly. Tommy fine ass.
Okay.
he was the Green Ranger too, though.
That ponytail.
But it was something. He was cool as the Green Ranger, but when he morphed into that White Ranger on your ass,
I'm just mad that we went from OnlyFans to Power Rangers. But it's cool because I like role play. I mean, that's dope and everything.
you got to keep it spicy.
You gotta
If
get
anything, you got to keep it spicy.
Which is why, Rod, you should get tied up because that's keeping it spicy.
Yeah. Don't bring this ribs.
No.
Ribs.
That's my sign, man.
Lord. All right, so let me ask you a
Oh my
question.
God.
So if you're dating, cool. If you're not, you know what I'm saying? If you got your own business, keep it to yourself. But when you date, do you date with a purpose?
Now,
Not all the time.
now I do.
Now you do.
I do now.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Yeah. Well, she
Yeah,
said
I let it be known like right from the rip, like what my purpose is. You know what I'm saying? What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
What's poppin'? Hey, Joe Biden.
Hey, yo.
Bing
What made y'all
bong.
get to that point? At what point did you mature enough to be like, yo, this is
Well,
boring. I'm trying to get somewhere else with it.
I hit
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, life. I got my little girl. I don't want to keep bouncing from woman to woman with my, I have a child now. So I just want to make sure that I'm picking wisely and picking with a purpose. I can't,
Absolutely.
You want to set a legit image, a respectable image for your daughter, and I applaud that, my brother.
Yeah.
So for me, I have a little boy.
Thanks, Erica.
For me, it was like for me, it was more so I like to travel and have fun, but I want my son to see functionality, his roles, those positive role models for him. But plus, I want to take some vacations and do some things on some balconies and hotel robes. And you don't want to keep doing that with randoms. Like you want to have like, babe, remember that one time? Let's recreate that type stuff.
I think I had a question, but I lost it just that quick. Who got one?
Made her balcony and got lost.
Yeah, I know that.
Like a balcony overlooking the ocean. Ain't nothing like it.
It was just one hotel.
Not that I would know.
It had the outdoor shower and tub in the middle of the rainforest with the screen around it. I said, yo, I wish I had a whole bay. Like we could be in Costa Rica somewhere in the rainforest.
Bora.
Okay, so here's a question. Quickies. What do you think of them? And also the follow-up to that. And why do men do so much during quickies?
I don't got time for no quickie.
Any of the men want to answer that first? Why they do so much during quickies?
Hold on. Before we start, how long do we consider a quickie?
I was about to say, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had a quickie in years. I don't know how to. I don't.
Like 10 minutes, maybe?
I don't come quickly. So, and I'm just being honest on my child. I don't come quickly.
A quickie
Look,
is
somebody
something
about
you
to
can get
slide
it
his
done on.
DM.
Okay, Michael. That's what I'm talking about.
All
A
right,
quickie is
cuz.
something you can handle on lunch
Nancy.
break.
Lunch break. Okay.
Nah, Justin, you did it wrong.
I'm
That's
not
a waste of
gonna
my
take
time.
listen, 3 minutes. It takes
Listen,
more
I'd be
time
all
to
the way
take my
high.
pants off.
On your
That's
smoke.
not
Girl.
worth
I
it.
got to,
Exactly. On your no, that's too short. Smoke break. I'm talking about lunch break. Like, hey babe, let's go home. Be ready. Had them
But
uniform
how
phone
long is
snap.
the lunch break? An hour, 30 minutes?
An hour.
Yeah,
I
an
don't know,
hour.
man.
I
Like,
start my time when I go home.
I
So
feel
it'd be
like
like an hour
All
and
right.
20.
I feel
Not
like
when
I
you
like
leave the
getting that,
job.
like those like
Now
text
we
messages.
go.
guess
Look
so,
at
Erica.
look.
It's like, what are you doing? Like, running errands and some shit. Like, hey, slide through. Okay, you know.
Hey, Erica, you might be right.
All right, so let's get past the jokey part of relationships. Let's talk about the serious part of relationship when it talks to communication. For the men, how hard is it sometimes? An hour is too long for a quickie. First of all, that's not even an hour. Anyway,
Right.
It is too long for a quickie.
That's
No, it's not.
on some regular sex. Like,
That is
Yeah.
sex. That's
Yeah,
not a
that's-
quickie. There's nothing
No,
quick
like an
about an
hour.
hour.
That hour can lead to a lot of shit, like kids and stuff. Like,
after about
So can
25
15
minutes,
minutes.
off me.
it's like a quickie. It should be like, yo, like
sometimes
I
you
got
got 8
about,
minutes
I
to
got about
15
scream.
10,
minutes or
15
less.
minutes.
Like,
You know what I'm
Wait.
saying? I get this quick.
that's a longie. But
I had an ex that we had code names for him. We'd be like Burger King, commissary, or Red Lobster. So it kind of gave a limit. Like I'd be like, y'all want some Burger King real quick? Like he would know what I was talking about. Like I'm gonna go get some Burger King. You know?
It was like backseat
We-
pimping.
Hey, when I was
what do you-
we used to call it backyard burger.
you mean tell me y'all communication on that point? We're like, yo, McDonald's. He'd be like, yes. And then just
Well, where we was at didn't have no McDonald's, so we had to use a fast food restaurant that was there. Hey, we finna go to Burger King real
Where
quick.
the fuck
Where
did
was you at that
they
didn't have a
go? And
McDonald's?
they closed.
It was no big. Oh, it was, but it wasn't no base. My mistake. But anyway, go. That was our code.
I'm
We
about to
had
say,
codes. We had codes, and that's what. Hey, babe, you want some Burger King? All right, come on. Burger
that's
King is
wild.
like 20, 25 minutes. Then we had, like Red Lobster or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
So
glad
that's
you
a
got
longer
that closed down
meal.
because you be like, you want some Burger King? Fuck yeah, let me get that Whopper. I'm trying to eat, bro. I'm
And
trying
then
to
you had
eat.
the commissary when
Definitely asking fish.
For
when
a
you
fish
wanted
sandwich, you keep that shit. You keep that flounder
Like, no,
sandwich.
I don't even want it. I don't even want that.
Hood, you about to ask me? Ask the next question.
All right, so when communication, why is it sometimes that we as men sometimes shut down when it comes to communication, like on the hard parts? Why do you think that is sometimes?
Well, for
I
me,
know I've struggled with it. I've
Yeah.
gotten better, but why do you struggle? Why do you think we struggle as communicators, like in relationships, on like the hard shit?
I mean, now for me now, it comes a little bit more naturally due to the nature of my job. But before, I seriously just didn't know how to communicate. I didn't know what to say.
Mhm.
Like, I just didn't know what to say. I'd either be so angry to the point where I didn't know how to formulate it into words, or just be so distraught, like what the fuck. And that's literally all I would say is what the fuck, and just be mad. But
Okay, so you got to go back to the beginning. At a young age, we are taught to keep those feelings bodied up.
that too.
From something as simple as like jumping off the couch and hurting ourselves. It's like, oh, man up, you all right, don't cry. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to expressing ourselves at a young age, we're taught not to express ourselves. We're taught to keep that inside until it manifests into anger and into some other things or some other form of emotion, right? But I've noticed that as I've gotten older and I start experiencing things and learning stuff about, you know what I'm saying, mental stability, spirituality, and all these different things, it's much more healthy to express myself and let it be known right away versus to keep it bodied up. So I feel like as we continue to grow, some of us learn it. It's a learned trait. It's a learned thing that we do. But not everybody has that luxury of learning that. You know what I mean? You're gonna still have people growing up in certain areas where they feel like, nah, I got to be hard. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep this shit to myself. And that's why we have so many like those domestic violence issues and shit going on.
Yeah. Also, I just read in the comment what BJ said, saying sometimes you don't want to hurt the person, so you're trying. You don't know how to say it. Hey, that is not gonna. They're focus on more of how I said it instead of what I said.
Was it with like baby boy Allah to protect your feelings or some shit like that?
No, that motherfucker.
Jody was the worst person.
Yeah, he don't
really was.
Not Jody Joe.
He does not represent us.
Hey, but I'll definitely say, like, I feel like us as black men, men in general, but more so black men, we should actually seek out therapy. I feel like therapy
I'm a proponent of it. Like, that's my shit.
I feel like therapy is one of those things that everybody just like has a negative perspective of it and they frown upon it. But I feel like therapy is something that can help a lot of people get through a lot of shit that they've been through and a lot of shit that's been bottled up. You know what I mean?
What's your question?
Can we talk about Erica's question, please?
Why do men have a hard time checking their mama when they're out of line with that woman?
It's a mama. It's a mama.
I can't answer this question.
You ain't got to be disrespectful by any means, but some of y'all mamas be out of line.
I think honestly, if I've had a mother, and we don't deal with each other to this day, and that's my son's grandmother. However, when she was out of pocket, I had to have an adult conversation with her. But like, listen, I understand you his mom, but me and him got a child together, so you can't. This ain't gonna work like that. I'm not one of them because I cuss you out and apologize, and I won't apologize because I'm gonna stand on everything that I said in that conversation. But I did express my concerns about his mother to him, but I also addressed my concerns with the person that was doing those issues. So sometimes, yeah, men do play a role, but you can't really expect, because I wish my son would come to me in 20 years talking about mama, that's my bitch, and da 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 da. Fuck, how ain't you? Real quick. So
not you practicing. But
you know I am.
So in relationship,
it's a respectful thing. Is you gotta establish your boundaries with everyone. His mother, him, like just like you establish with anyone else. You shouldn't let nobody disrespect you.
All right. So in relationship, how hard is it to grow through that to grow the relationship through that communication barrier when it initially happens?
I think both people need to want it.
That's just plain just looking. Say something. I thought I was gonna let you just.
I feel like it's damn near impossible because what they say, communication rule the nation. Like you can't get anywhere without it. So without being able to talk about whatever is going on or however you're feeling or whatever you don't like, you got to talk about it. And that's how you get past things.
Gotcha. Shanae, you just ain't even going.
I got to pass on this one because it's a problem I'm having right now. So I don't have no advice.
Lord, anybody got a question they want to ask?
I love her honesty. I swear to God, I love her honesty because she be like, I can't. I'm facing this issue right now, and I'm feeling
literally right now.
Lord. What?
Oh, what about you? You've been a moderator. What about you? Do you think it's impossible? Like, what is your thoughts on some of this stuff?
Well, for me, like I didn't grow up being like a great communicator. Like Dee said, like it all started, and Ryan said it all started when we was young. Like I was never taught to like properly communicate my problems and stuff like that. I joke through everything. Like y'all know me, I joke through everything. I don't give a damn how sad I am. I'm gonna get the joke off. But in general, I think since I've been going to therapy and stuff like that, I've gotten better at communicating myself. And I realize it's okay to actually say the shit that I be feeling. And even when I say it, it's just like, if I'm communicating something to you, I do still struggle with the whole, I wonder how you're going to take this. I don't want you to be mad at me and stuff like that. But I always feel better after I get it out.
So. I can relate to that. Like I feel like a lot of times I used to try to joke through the pain. Like I'd be experiencing like like try to crack a joke to make light of the situation, but deep down like that, that shit like really fucked with me. You know what I mean? So I feel like again, that's something that you learn over time, and once you start finding those resources to learn how to do it, that's when you become better at it.
So there go my nephew got a question. Y'all cut off longtime friends easily?
Fuck yes. Fuck,
Yeah.
I've
let
never
me
had.
tell you right
Oh,
now.
never mind.
Let me tell you something right now about long term friends. They a dime a fucking dozen, and I got a homie. I literally just had this fucking conversation the other day. I got a homie, man. Like we grew up tight like thieves or whatnot, whatever you want to call it. But I noticed that once I joined the military, there was like this perception or persona that everybody felt like I looked at or I was trying to be better than them or some shit like that, right? Now, mind you, my homie got drafted into the NFL. Mind you, he was only on the practice squad, and eventually he had to go play in Canada. But it wasn't like one of those like envy or jealousy type things or anything like that. But I remember I would always be the one that's trying to reach out to him, and it was like it just kind of fell on deaf ears. So after a while, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Longtime friends, like I said, they seasonal. People come and go in your life. Um, People come in your life to affect change and grow you, but that don't necessarily mean they're gonna be there for the long haul. I'll tell you right now, I'm more close with a lot of the people that I've made friends with in the military than I am even with my own family. And that shit I think is crazy. But I know I have some people that like I'm so close with that if I needed something right off the rip, they're gonna take care of it. You know what I mean?
Same. Anybody, Mina?
I can't answer that question because I don't have no long-term friends. I know that probably sounds really bad, but I moved around a lot as a kid. So, and then like my military friends are my friends, and I never had a issue, so I really wouldn't know. I can't answer that question.
I think it's person. I asked the question for my nephew. I'll cut off family, so I ain't no problem cutting off a friend.
Period.
For me, it's a harder because I recently went through something like that where somebody I know for 17 years, me and that person are no longer speaking.
Fuck.
And I think it's not, it is ultimately, it is that because I know I didn't do anything to that person. However, it still hurts. You still mourn that loss. When you share, you look back on, you bond with your kids, you bond with their family, like they become a part of some of your core memories. So you do mourn that friendship. But if I'm never apologizing for choosing me or my child, hands down. But like even as I'm unpacking stuff in my house now, I'm running across things of that person. I'm like, dang, should I reach out to them? But I know when I've reached out in the past, it's been dry responses or whatever the case may be. When, like I said, I didn't do anything wrong. So you still mourn it, and everybody is like, exactly, it's just as traumatic. But you have to know long term, like, if you were a good person or not. I know that I was a good person in the situation. So that brings me solace. But I still have my time where I miss them or I miss their child or, just because you spend so much time together. You have a lot of memories attached to them, especially those that you meet, say, tech school or basic training. You build those memories
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god, what happened?
Oh,
My
wait.
My bad. I had got a phone call. I had to
I like
decline it.
I was like, yep.
Motherfuckers call you back later.
I'm busy.
I declined it. I declined it.
So like I guess I don't know, maybe we didn't have as close of a relationship as I thought. Like we were brothers, but I I feel like once we've gone our separate ways, maybe I'm just cold like that. Like I cut people off and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's
It's
like
not that. I like
I don't give a fuck. Like I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You know what I mean?
I still got my
I'm not
friends.
very
I still got my same friends from high school. Like they're my boys forever. We're gonna do a podcast on here, so that's probably gonna be funny.
I
But
know.
I feel like I've been fortunate enough never to have to cut off any of my friends. Not any of my longtime friends, at least. But I have to say, it would be easy for me. I cut off family, like, so if I can cut them off, I can cut off anybody and not care.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Tebow.
Well, I got questions for the ladies. I'm about to be really messy right
Okay,
now.
answer this question real quick.
I have a feeling I know what you're about to
ask. Friends no, exes yes.
Why?
Wait, I didn't get to read the question in totality. What did it say?
It says, oh, he brought it back up.
For what?
Z, I want to know why you say that.
Can I answer that question? So I get I know where he's going with. Like, do you feel like exes and people that you cut out can come back? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm still cool with some of my exes, but it's on some cool shit. With the exception of one. Like, one, I know if she coming to town and she want to smash, we smash it. But that's about it. But
I'm gonna answer that. Everybody want to know why that.
None of them. I can be cordial, hey, but that's all you're gonna get out of me. We're not
friends.
It's
like a cool conversation. It ain't like we're going out our way to hang out or nothing like that. Only like one.
You can catch these hands.
So the reason why I say friends, no, because my friend, I take that word very serious. Like, if I call you a friend, you are a friend. So if you have to get cut off, that means you done did something ultimately betrayal. Sometimes you have exes where, we PCS and then it just faded out, but you always stay kind of in contact. So that's why I say sometimes it's easier for me to allow an ex to be in a gray space where we're not having a physical relationship or anything like that, but they're still in, like, we still communicate, we still have. But that friend, if I had to cut you off, you dead. Like, if it goes to that point and I didn't mourn that loss of that friendship, girl, you could be in a motherfucking elevator on fire and I wouldn't piss on you.
Ooh.
So
damn.
But I'm just saying, because I don't have a lot of friends, and the people that I consider a friend, like, a lot of people know me. I have a lot of acquaintances, but my friends, my core circle, if we're not friends, something really drastic then came down, and I have a lot of grace for everybody to do a lot of different things and have, God gave us all free will.
No,
but
it's Z off.
You're not gonna do that, Derek. But if I've cut you off as a friend, you're forever off. That bridge is burnt. Because I know in that situation, I done gave 120, 130% to make sure that everybody happy, because I'm a people pleaser, even when it's at detriment to my own self. So I done did everything possible to make sure this friendship worked. And either you were selfish, you only thought about yourself, you know what I'm saying? So that's why that friend can't come back, because I give a person the shirt off my back, because I'm gonna get my money back. I'm gonna get whatever that you need. I'm blessed because I'm a blessing to others. So if you abuse that blessing, guess what? You will never be in that position where Aziza will ever help you again. And that's on my son's life. Like, I didn't let people live with me, not pay rent. Like, I've done a lot for people throughout the years. And no, it's just, you dead. I send flowers to your mama.
Damn. Derek, you want to ask your question to get messy real quick? Go for it.
Oh yeah, I got this question. I don't know if she picked up on it. We was talking about the friends thing. Ladies, have y'all ever like talked to one of your friends' exes?
I would never. That is no.
No, me and my friends don't even like the same kind of
men.
Right.
They like light-skinned men, and I don't like that.
I have.
Yes!
Oh, do tell. Come on, girl.
Wow!
Bring it to the front of the congregation.
I need the tea. What happened?
Cause she tried to play on me, and I don't.
Oh, it was revenge.
In that case, it don't sound that bad, but
it was revenge.
Yes.
I'm not here for revenge.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Being a revenge dude gotta
expound.
Yes, I am the queen of karma. Don't play with me.
Expound. I want to hear.
We want to hear.
Come on, Miss Mina. Come on, Miss Girl. Come on, Miss Lady.
So, okay, we was friends or whatever. She's actually the reason that I moved to Houston. And we were both recently divorced. So we was having fun, whatever. And I guess one of her exes wanted to talk to me. And she just tried to like throw me under the bus with this dude. She told this man that I had a SPD. Was telling him like, oh, she be having niggas coming in and out the house in the middle of the night, and because we were roommates. Basically, all the shit that she used to do, she put the shit on me.
Oh, I don't blame you.
And so, hell, you
I
know
don't blame you.
What you ought to slid right across his face. Okay.
But wait a minute. But okay, I didn't initiate it. But when he was telling me things that I knew only she knew. And I'm like, okay, so this how you want to play? Bet.
Cold blooded. The milk's gone bad.
All right, so
I had my friends go after my exes before, and then they hid it for years, and then come back bring it up
and then what? Well, how did that make you feel? You know. So
I was like, well, they was a hoe when I met them, so hoes gonna be hoes.
so did you like? Did you like when you sucking his dick? It's my vagina that you tasting. You know? Did you say
I
some shit
thought
like
it.
that?
I know I got a flippant mouth, but I be thinking it, but I don't never say no stuff like that because that
Don't
God
worry.
don't like
You can
ugly.
copyright that one.
meaning everybody's up here giving you all advice right now. You were supposed to record it and send it to her.
Oh, she knew about it. She knew about it because we actually dated for a while.
Oh wow.
So she knew about it.
She ain't try to fight you?
No.
She ain't want that smoke.
Mina from Chicago, she don't.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
She's not,
definitely not the one to play with.
Gentlemen,
But
you
she knew
can
about it.
answer
She
the
knew
question
about
now.
she's not from 63rd.
Gentlemen, no, damn that. You two gotta answer the question now, gentlemen. I'm
Yeah,
the
we want to
moderator
hear
on
how
this
y'all
one.
ever mess with any
Yeah,
of your
I'm
friends.
the moderator on this one. You gotta answer that question.
What?
Derek, you gotta answer too.
I gotta answer shit. I asked the question.
That's probably what he asked.
So that's a yes.
Yep.
Right.
You can't
Look how he's
prove that.
sitting.
You can't prove that shit.
What do you mean by X though?
Somebody
True.
that they was messing with heavy.
The question was:
It's not have y'all
What's
smashed the same girl because
Have you-
that don't count.
Have
you
you
an Eskimo
smashed
brother?
one of the homies' exes?
Nah.
What's considered an ex? A fuck buddy ex or a girlfriend ex?
No, like they was together.
I don't think so.
Right.
Right.
I don't think I did.
Yeah.
Shit.
You get beat up behind the ethnic kind of fuck.
I mean, but my thing, I tell all my homeboys after I'm done, like if me and her is a rap, she's not mine. Seriously, I'm not gonna be mad if you go get her, bro. I
And
promise
I
you, God.
honestly feel like that's possession. Like, how you gonna be?
Yeah, how I'ma stop?
All right, so
Bring my
I
ex around me.
tell you. So I've done it. I've had it done to me, and I'll put it like this: it's a little bit different when you are expressing some of the shit like that's going on in that situation, and then they come back and do it after the fact, right?
It's a damn good question, Cam.
I've never done that. Like I've never like asked insight on anybody's relationship or anything like that, and then stay down there. It's always been like some whole like they was hoes. We was all hoeing. It was in the whole phase and shit like that, right? But when it's like some like serious emotion involved behind it, it's a little bit different. But I've grown past that. Like, me and my homies, like that the situation happened, we still cool. Like we look past that shit because shit happens. You know what I'm saying? We all go through these little phases and stuff like that. But yeah, I've done it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. But I've had
You done it. That's why you asked the question.
So I have a question.
No, wait a minute. Go ahead.
Oh
Ask your
yeah, we
question.
gotta answer. Yeah. So what about what is a man's thought process when it comes to? Okay, best way I can give it, I have to give the scenario that happened. So I was talking to a dude, it didn't work out. Then like 6-8 months later, one of his homies slid in my DM. But I let homie know, like, when we started exchanging and talking regularly, like, yo, I used to holler at old boy, or whatever the case may be. What are y'all thoughts when it comes to that?
I wouldn't care.
The same thing.
I wouldn't care.
Some men do.
Some men, it all depends.
This is interesting.
Like I said, a long time ago, I would have said that I did, but now I don't. Like,
Man, I ain't personally never cared about that.
The reason why I say that is this world is so freaking small, right?
It is.
It's so small. You can run into people and you'll never know, like, oh shit, you know this person. You can't put a limitation on it because, as y'all said, that's possession. You being possessive at that point. Like, you've already moved on. You've got whatever else going on with somebody else. That's not you. That's not yours no more. It was never yours to begin with. That she for the streets. But
Man,
anyway,
do y'all thing.
You can't like put like a possession on it, like a title. Possession is not against the law.
Man, y'all do y'all thing.
I mean, go
right,
for it.
do your thorough thizzle.
I mean, I don't care, but I ain't never had it happen, and I've never done it. But my friends like
that you know of.
Like I said,
here's the thing. Like,
my friends are ugly dudes, so I would never do that. But like,
if I say some shit like
I feel you.
Like, if I say some shit like I love her and something like that, then you do it.
So
we might have to fight.
So that's what I was saying. That's
what
what happened.
happened.
That's what happened. Like,
that nigga gonna know.
Like, me and this chick was in love, yo, and it was like, oh, really? Yo, so y'all out here just fucking. Oh, okay.
now I'm gonna fuck you up when I see you.
Dude's friends always trying to slide on that girl though.
So I'll tell you one thing. One thing I won't do is fight over anybody. Like, I just feel like there's pointless at that point.
No, I'm not fighting.
Am I gonna have some type of feeling towards it? Absolutely. I am gonna have some feelings toward it. But at the same time, I'll voice my opinion about it, and that it be that. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna fight over nobody.
Man, we grown as hell.
I got guns. I ain't fighting nobody. Everybody getting shot the fuck up.
So Cam asked a question. I'm sure to the men. Wait. So Cam asked a question. I'm sure to the men, it's a very common thing. Do women pass around the dudes in the group chat?
I'm not in group chats like that.
Y'all do.
They do.
Yes, y'all do.
I personally do not, but they get passed around. I hear about it all the time.
Screenshot your conversation right now.
Yes.
I'll be passing around.
I will. I can show you just talking about buying some shit off of Fashion Nova for this trip to Houston in a couple weeks.
This kind of fucked me up. I don't know if I ever been. Anyway, on that note, like we're gonna go ahead and try to wrap this thing up.
Did you see this?
Yeah, but before we
but
go,
again, I'm the single girl out of all the married girls, so I don't hang out with girls that can do that. Most of the time, all my friends are married or in relationships.
What they got to do with it? Because most of the married ones be the worst ones.
No, they really married. Like, my friends are like really, really married.
Oh, they're married.
Oh my god,
that's what y'all call them? Dictures?
That's what we calling them from now on.
It goes
exactly.
Dictures.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. So y'all be saying that shit. You know what? One thing we don't do as guys, we don't do that shit.
You a lie.
Lie.
You don't.
Lie.
Right? Have you ever shared
exactly? Look at her face. You a fucking lie.
You said, have I ever did what?
Have you ever shared anything with the homies that a lady sent you? Because I know I haven't.
Look at that vein.
Exactly.
He froze up.
Listen.
Just
because you don't do it doesn't mean people don't do it. I know people who have done that. Niggas be sharing things all the time.
Listen, and while Rod trying to play like he just didn't put the phone in airplane mode real quick, straight after the close, to voice the question.
Hey, pay your Wi-Fi.
But no, I know for McDonald's
beefy.
You know what though? I ain't gonna say I haven't sent the nude, but I've definitely showed like my female friends.
Yo, like yeah, like this is.
And why are dudes so comfortable with that?
I'm not sending the homies no news because here's the reason why. If I'm potentially gonna be with this chick long term, I'm not for this. The homie's not.
No. If it's somebody long term, I would never.
Long term, we're talking in general. Have you showed your friends whether you sent it or just showed it on the phone?
Fuck no.
Never.
No. Swear to God, never.
Right. Now that your Wi-Fi is working.
Don't put that shit back in airplane mode either.
Oh man, I don't think I have.
Right, you're not that innocent.
Which is not a no. It's not a no.
Look,
on that note, innocent. We not believing you over here.
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and try to wrap this thing up real quick. But before I go, I'm gonna ask each one of y'all.
We not. We keeping this shit going.
Wait. I'm gonna ask each one of y'all. What's something you would tell your younger self? Go back about 10 years ago. What's something you would tell yourself 10 years ago?
Don't marry that man.
Oh.
Oop.
Mina, 10 years ago, what would you tell yourself? Go back and tell yourself.
That I should have applied my 100% a long time ago. Shit.
No.
Gang, gang. All right, Z.
Stick it out. It's gonna be rough, but it's gonna be worth it. And invest in fucking Tesla as soon as it come out.
Hey,
Fucking Bitcoin.
I don't fuck with Bitcoin like that. So no, I would have been like invest more like earlier than what I did now. You know what I'm saying? Just be smarter. I would never tell myself not to mess with somebody because of the road we've been on. But
man, Shanae got a little fan club kind of shit. All right, Rod.
Shanae stay with a fan club.
Rod.
You said 5 years ago?
10 years ago. 10.
Oh shit.
Asia, really?
Save your money. 10 years ago, save your money for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Derek. I know it's gonna be a deep one, but go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah,
He was thinking.
I feel like you intentionally saved it for last.
He did.
You already know me. I can't do just one. But I'll try to keep it in one small summary.
Mhm.
Slow down. You got your whole life ahead of you. Love yourself more. Respect yourself. And then go home and see your mom.
See, man gonna make us cry at the end.
now.
Let's see what I got.
I recommend you, like, if your relationship with your mom is not as great as you would like it to be, you should call her. Call it today because you only get one.
Let's see me. What I tell me?
Oh Lord.
You really don't love her.
Oh, that's a good one.
I hope she not watching.
Right.
If she is, fuck her.
You said 10 years ago. You said you really don't love her.
I know you don't love me.
Take your time.
You ain't the same with Jay-Z.
Go with your gut, and you ain't as ugly as you think you are. All right. So on that note, so everybody give out. Before we go, we're gonna have everybody give out their socials. Or if they've got anything going on, plug it. So Shanae.
I don't got nothing going on.
No.
But you can add me on here, Shanae Barlow, or you can add me on Instagram. It's just my name. That's it.
All right, Derek.
I ain't got nothing to plug. Who that? Saints Nation, and I'm being Africa in the summer. So peace out, Girl Scouts.
Right.
You can add me on Instagram. It's Rod_the_man, and that's about it. I'm banned on every damn thing else.
God damn.
He really is.
But how? What you be doing? Because you was trying to act all innocent on here.
Fast.
Right.
I was just
Facebook jail.
I was allowing y'all to have a platform. That's all, man.
Thank you. You were so gracious.
Right as a pot stirrer. Mina. Plug everything.
I don't have anything.
All right, go.
I don't have anything, and I was gonna tell you. I wish I would have came on later because I got some stuff that I'm working on that I am gonna need to plug very soon.
That's cool. I'll bring you back on.
So
He said you can follow her at www.yeahfuckedhernigga.com.
And we'll fuck yours too. No, I'm just playing.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Z, Jesus Christ.
Y'all better stop with me.
My what is that?
Mama
My
don't
IG
watch it. Go ahead.
My IG is so_that_Z. Because bitches be talking. I be in some group chat, so that's her. Yep. Not just playing. I don't got nothing going on unless some people want to come and help me do this, unpack this household goods. It'd be greatly appreciated.
All right, so for me, you know what I'm saying? King Hudson on Facebook. On Instagram is Big LA in honor of LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Big LA.
They call me Big
They call me Big LA.
Yeah, you can go to the Facebook page, V.N.T, Various Negroes Talking. The podcast will be up tomorrow, and the YouTube, V.N.T, Various Negroes Talking. Of course, I'm not going to change the name. And before I go, I add some stuff to the list. All right. If It's okay to not be okay. Your woman is not your therapist. Your barber is not your therapist. Your nail tech isn't your therapist.
Lies.
Your wax lady isn't your therapist.
Lies.
See, my kibbles and bits. Me and my kibbles and bits.
Right. If you all up in there, you my therapist.
So you got two therapists.
On that note, all right, peace out.